Forex, as far as I'm concerned, it's just
Yeah.
for degenerate gamblers. Now I'm trading a lot of prop firms. If I take more than 7 trades in a day, I'm doing something wrong. I'm not a baller. I'm not trying to light the world on fire. I'm happy if I make $200 a day. After an account gets funded, don't take a payout for a little while. In profits, in total, 1,400,000 and change. If you can't take 40 losses with your max risk in an account, then you need to size down. You can't full port a prop firm account and expect to survive more than a month. It's going to go in my direction eventually. No. It's not. Am I going to act like a degenerate gambler, or am I going to treat this like a business? Stop being in a rush to make money, make better choices, act like an adult, and you're going to make some money. Before you brush your teeth, make your coffee, or eat breakfast, or take a shower, you're opening your computer, looking at a chart. You have a problem and an addictive personality.
Nick, thank you so much for joining me here today. I've been pumped to interview you and learn a bit about your background. I know you are, at least in my circle, referred to as one of the bigger power users in the prop firm space. I know you trade a lot of accounts, so I'm really excited to learn about your process and how you got into all of this. But to kick it off, why don't you introduce yourself and let us know how you got started in trading?
I'm Nick. I fell into it. I started off my my career as a human physiologist. So insurance companies don't pay human physiologists in the States anymore. So, it's one of those things where I had to do a career change. I'm good with pattern recognition and started looking into trading, started trading stocks and options, did pretty well with that. And then a couple of YouTube searches and some Googling, and discovered Anthony Crudelli. You know who I'm talking about.
I know Anthony. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
longtime futures trader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after sifting through a whole lot of garbage, ended up finding him, looked through all of his stuff, read everything that he's put out, watched all of his YouTube videos and all that stuff, and then saw a podcast that he was on the Future Show, or the Day Trading Show. And after that, started watching the Day Trading Show with Austin Silver. Out of the blue, contacted him, had a couple of meetings, and started trading futures shortly thereafter.
Live futures.
Clean price action. Forex, as far as I'm concerned, it's just for degenerate gamblers as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. But you opened a live futures account to trade. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Started off with my own capital, started doing that, learned about the prop firms, I did 2 months of research on prop firms before I purchased my first one, and started reading the contracts and the rules and this and that and the other thing, because if you're going to do it, you have to read your contracts.
100%.
Was still really iffy about it, though. Didn't like a lot of what was in them about how you have to trade. So I pulled out a notebook and started trying to figure out how we could make it work for me, and I kind of figured it out. So now I'm trading a lot of prop firms.
Before we dig into that, I'd love to head back to the beginning when you first started putting on trades. And if I'm hearing your story correctly, your first trade was in futures, or you said you started in stocks and options first?
Stocks and options.
Okay.
Started buying stocks, holding them, just basically swing trading.
Okay. Yeah.
Swing traded for quite a while.
Yeah.
Started learning about options years ago, and keep it as simple as possible. I'm not trading really complex options anymore. What's that?
Just calls or puts? Just directional?
Calls, puts, credit spreads. I'm not doing iron condors or anything like that. Sure. Now, mostly what I'm doing is if I want to buy and hold a stock, I'll I'll just sell a put at a
Hmm.
price that I want to buy the stock at.
Yep.
And if it gets to that price, I own the stock.
Yep.
And if it doesn't get to that price, I collected the premium, so it's no skin off my back.
Free income.
And yeah, it's free income. Yeah, right. But that's about all I'm doing right now. I think I have maybe 200 contracts on with a $1 width on CoreWeave right now.
Okay.
But
Easy.
everything else is just puts.
Yep. So that makes sense. So you're still swing trading stocks and holding some puts from time to time, or selling puts.
A little bit.
And then when you got into live futures, before even prop firms, what was the first approach that you learned? How different was that for you than trading and swing trading stocks?
It wasn't that much different.
Really?
Yeah, it's looking at price action, where the price has been and where it's going.
Yeah.
And at the time too, when I first started learning, it was you had your chart up with an 8, a 20, 65, and a 200.
Okay.
And you look at the 200 like it's the Great Wall of China. It's hard to get past it.
That's right.
65 is a good point for it to bounce off of intraday, and then for dailies, the 8 and the 20, I changed it to a 9 and a 21 now.
Mm-hmm.
I still throw it up occasionally, but generally I just leave VWAP up on my chart, and that's all.
Got it. So you learned some simple approaches. Would you say once you got into futures trading and were trying to trade more intraday, was there any kind of aha moment for you?
VWAP.
Just VWAP.
Using the VWAP in the opening range.
Mm-hmm.
That was really it. That, and I did realize pretty quickly that the less I trade, the more I do, or the better I do.
The better you do. Right.
Yeah, if I take more than 7 trades in the day, I'm doing something wrong.
Okay.
It's more than 7 trades in the day, and I'm in the red almost every time. So
I appreciate that you said 7. 7's an interesting number. I've heard a lot of people try to peg it somewhere between 2 and 4 trades a day. Where did you arrive at 7?
TradeZella.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you went back and reviewed all your best days, and said 7 is where the mark is.
Yep. Anytime I trade more than 7 trades in the day over the past 6 months,
mm-hmm.
I'm in the red.
Yeah.
So I don't make more than 7 trades in the day.
There you go. I love it. Went back, analyzed the data, figured it out.
Yeah. It's a hard and fast rule now.
Which also means you had to experiment for a while to figure out what works and what doesn't work, make a lot of mistakes in order to rely on that data.
Oh, I've made every mistake you could possibly make. I mean, wow.
Let's dig into that. What are the biggest mistakes?
Oh, over trading, going on tilt, full porting prop firms, all of the rookie stuff.
Sure.
I've done it. I've lost a metric ton of money. And yeah, all in prop firms.
Yep.
My personal accounts, much more conservative with them. Really happy if I make $50 a day in a personal account. Mm-hmm. That's $50 I didn't have in the morning. So, I'll cut a trade there.
Is that how you've seen prop firm accounts then for a long time? Is like an area to mess around and find out, if you will?
Yeah, I had to experiment with it.
Right.
I had to actually collect the data, and until I found TradeZella, I was doing it all in a notebook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
Right.
Really rough. And then Austin told me about TradeZella. Mm-hmm. I signed up with them, and they just opened up their thing now. If you get a pro account with them or an upgraded account, you can track 50 accounts now.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
It used to be 20.
Right.
So for me, that was perfect. I can take 50 of my accounts, put them in there, and see exactly what it is that I'm doing across those. Mm-hmm. All the way back. So all the information's right there. And it's just handy for me to be able to go back and go, well, what did I do on this day? Why did I end up losing X amount of money or making X amount of money?
Mm-hmm. So let's go back to when you first started with prop. You said you took about 2 months to diligently review the contracts, study the market, study the rules before you got started. What was the first couple of days of trading like for you?
Rough.
Yeah.
I bought one account, I think I blew it up in about 35 seconds. No,
How
it
many-
wasn't.
I was gonna say you must have done like 10 NQ to do
It
that.
was a couple days,
Yeah.
but I ended up blowing it up. I looked at my notepad and went, okay, this is what I did. This is where I went wrong. I sized down
Okay.
because that's the mistake that, yeah, I know I'm an idiot. I get it. I sized down, started trading micros rather than minis,
Okay.
get my feet wet a little bit more, bought another account, and actually did pretty well on my second account for a couple of weeks.
Hmm.
Then I took a couple of big losses, got a little bit angry with myself. A couple more weeks went by and it was flat. And then all of a sudden I had two accounts because the contract or the account that I had purchased before
Renewed.
reset after
Mhm.
the 1 month. And I opened up my my chart and went, how do I have two accounts here?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, okay. So so I copy traded it and blew both of those accounts, got another one, and then 30 days later I had three accounts,
Hmm.
and that was when I passed my first test
Okay.
on three accounts.
On three accounts. Yeah.
Yes.
And you already
Be-
started, I'm guessing at this point, you've extrapolated how scaling can work in your favor.
yes.
Okay.
And actually it probably was because I forgot about the initial account resetting at the end of the month when you blow it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a light bulb that went off. I went, wait a minute, I'm going to do some math here. And it was really simple math.
Okay.
You go to work in the morning, you make 500 bucks a day or 200 bucks a day or whatever it is, daily wage. If I'm trading three accounts, I can take that number, divide it by three. That's my goal for the day.
Okay. I see what you did there.
And I'm okay with that. If you're trading 10 accounts, you do the math. I'm okay if my goals are really, really low.
Hmm.
I'm not, I'm not a baller. I'm not trying to light the world on fire and take, each account to, $2,000 in profit every day. I'm happy if I make 200 bucks a day
Sure.
because I'm multiplying it across 82 accounts.
82 now. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 82 accounts now.
Okay.
So I'm all right with that. That's a good day's wage. If I'm not happy with that, I really need to reevaluate my goals and my mental state.
Sure. So the goal is to make what, somewhere between $50 and $200 a day per account. Is that about right?
Yep. Yeah.
Now,
And
of course,
then
that just gets you closer and closer to the profit target for each account. So in your mind, is it just more about more trading days?
yeah, it's just being patient.
Yeah.
If you're willing to wait for your payouts, you can take payouts. If you're in a rush to get those payouts, they're never going to come.
They're never coming. Yeah.
It's for me, it was just pretty simple. And ended up having that aha moment where it was like, oh, okay, I can wait an extra 30 days, build up a buffer in a prop account, take my payout, and still have a large enough buffer to where I can take 40 losing trades in a row and not blow an account.
That's right.
So after an account gets funded, don't take a payout for a little while. Build up that buffer, and once you copy trade X number of accounts,
Hmm.
don't take payouts from all of them.
Right.
Take a payout from one, and then the next week take a payout from another one, and on and on. By the time you get back to the beginning, you've built up enough buffer to where you can take a payout and still have a huge amount of drawdown.
Yep. So going back to the first few accounts that you were copy trading, what happened once you got to your first payout?
I did a happy dance. Um, I, um, yeah, I took my payout. I started copying, I want to say 5 accounts
Okay.
after my first payout. Blew a couple of those just because I had drawdown in some. I was copying them all together.
Hmm.
And intraday drawdown, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
Ended up blowing a couple of those, got a few more. But I've always kept track of how much I'm spending as compared to what my payouts are.
Got it.
And as long as that number is still good, I'm okay.
You're doing well. Right.
Yeah, is at the end of the quarter, if it's green, it's good. If it's red, I need to go back. So I blew a couple of accounts, bought a couple more, started passing more and more of the test accounts,
Mhm.
and then just kept scaling it.
So when did you get started here? When was all this? The first time you got your first payout, was that 22, 23? When did you start?
With prop firms,
Yeah.
February of 2025.
This year.
Yeah,
You've only been at this for a little under 10 months.
10 months. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay. So help me unpack the story here, because you've had a tremendous run at this inside of a single year. Would you mind sharing what you're all in on accounts and how much you've received in payouts for 2025 then?
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Okay.
It's I'm actually kind of embarrassed by it. In profits in total, 1,400,000 and change. Payouts right around 650.
Okay.
And yeah, and right now I'm sitting on 53 funded accounts and 40 and change in test accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and just moving towards the goal. And and how much have you paid into accounts at this point? So you have 650 in payouts.
I have about 650 in payouts, and I've spent. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Pulls up the ledger. Let's pull up our balance sheet.
$48,672.42.
Wow, 650,000 for 48,000 in investment. That's a hell of a return inside of a single year. Plus, you said you've gained about 1.4 million in profit in live accounts. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's amazing. Well done for your first year at this. For many of the people that I've interviewed, it seems like most people take about 9 to 12 months to even get to their first payout. But it seems like you got your first payout within the first couple of months of trading. Is that correct?
It was about 2.5 months.
Okay. So everyone's going to want to know, listening to this, what's the secret sauce? What helped you dial in an approach that, aside from just hitting a very small profit target each day, even allowed you to do that with some consistency?
I got a coach.
Okay. What'd your coach teach you?
To be patient. So my coach is Evan Dyer.
Okay.
Basically, I use his VWAP strategy. Breaks and bounces off of VWAP. I've added to it. I changed it a little bit because we don't trade the same way. No two people trade the same way. He helped me dial in my risk management.
Mm-hmm.
I was on stream with you this morning.
Yep.
I took one trade. I lost it. It was $10,000 that flew out the window. Done for the day.
Yep.
And that's it.
$10,000 across 52 accounts.
Across multiple accounts. Yeah, that wasn't on one account. That was across multiple accounts.
Right. If you were to average your losses across all the accounts, you basically had what, a $50 loss in each account? Is that what I'm?
It was $200.
$200 in each account. Okay.
But those were all on funded accounts. Excuse me. They were all on funded accounts with a lot of drawdown.
Right.
So the scaling part of it, you trade smaller accounts with micros, you trade larger accounts with minis. You look at how much drawdown you have and you scale appropriately.
Right.
If you can't take 40 losses with your max risk in an account, then you need to size down. At least that's how I do it.
That's a great.
It works differently for everybody, but
yeah.
But Evan actually just shutting my mouth for once and listening to somebody who knows better than me, who's been doing it longer. And frankly, he's a great trader. if you ever get a chance to watch him trade, it can be ridiculous. He's like, he just sits there and smiles. He's like a Zen master watching, okay. Oh yeah, I'm in drawdown. This is my theory.
Sure.
I think it's going to go back up. 9 times out of 10, he's right. But it's the risk management really that helped, and the learning to be patient, waiting for a trade, not taking stupid trades before the opening range is set.
Right.
Like some people I know.
If you watch Price Action Live, which is our stream we do 4 days a week on Traders Post, you'll know that Nick joined us this morning and knows that my sweet spot is the first 30 minutes of the session. So I do take trades pretty early.
No, if it works for you, it works for you.
It works for
But for me, it does not work.
Right.
I've got the data to prove it. I'll look through my trades and I'll show you. I trade before that opening range is set.
Yep.
I'm going to start blowing accounts.
I got you.
Real fast.
Yeah. If you look at my stats for weeks on end, you'll find my most profitable 30-minute window is the first 30 minutes of the session. And that's just because I'm chasing the initial flush outs, as long as I'm right about direction, and I'm right about 80% of the time there. But
yeah, I can't be right that much. I'm wrong at least 3 times a day. So I figure after I'm wrong 3 times, there's a much better chance that I'm going to be right about something.
Sure.
So I watch that chart and I go, okay, I think it's going to go up. No, it's going down. I think it's going to go down more. Now it goes up. So after that third one, I'm good. I'm like, all right.
Today's a good example of how poorly that can go. We had a choppy session this morning, didn't we? And
it was not fun.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if I try. I'm going to lose a couple times in a row there. But I kept my risk tight. To your point, I do take a little more risk on an average account basis. I think today I was down 800 for the day. But you're taking much smaller losses, keeping it a lot tighter. And that helps you stay in the game longer. So I like this number that you've arrived at where you're saying, I need to be able to take 40 bad trades in a row, basically. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Got it. And where'd you arrive at 40? Because that's such a great number. Like, that's a lot of bad trades in a row.
It's a nice round number.
Yeah.
And honestly, we all make stupid mistakes. Going on tilt, over trading, moving a stop loss, which I don't do anymore. That is a rule that I will not break. I do not move my stop loss unless it's up into profit. When I start adding into trades, I move my stop loss up into a profitable area. Either I'm going to make a little bit of money or I'm going to make a lot of money.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
On my initial entry, though, I'm either going to make a little bit of money or I'm going to lose a little bit of money. If I can lose a little bit 40 times in a row, I'm good. And the way that I think about that is if I'm losing 40 trades in a row, I need to get off the charts and refigure what it is that I'm doing.
But what a way to stay in the game longer. I think that's one of the findings, if you've been in the prop firm game long enough, is that you're not given a $100,000 account. You're given basically a $3,000 account, which is the trailing max drawdown of the account, right?
It's great marketing for prop firms. I'm going to give you a $150,000 account.
Right.
For the low price of $400.
Right.
No, you don't have $150,000. You don't have $50,000. You don't have $25,000.
No.
You have to trade whatever your drawdown is.
Yep.
And daily, you have whatever your daily max loss limit is. So you can't full port a prop firm account and expect to survive more than a month.
That's
it's not, unless you're really, really good.
Right.
I'm not. I fully admit it. I'm not a great trader.
And you don't have to be.
Good. I'm good at figuring out. Yeah. I'm good at risk management. I'm not a great trader. I'm good at risk management. And honestly, for me, that's 90% of the game right there.
I agree. What do you think a lot of new traders to the space get wrong about risk management?
Looking for a prop firm that actually plays nice with automation? Meet Blue Sky, built for serious traders. And with Traders Post, it just clicks. You connect Blue Sky inside Traders Post, route your TradingView signals to paper or funded accounts, and let it auto-manage entries, stops, and targets. You control risk per trade, filter by session and symbol, and pause or resume with a single switch. Every fill is easy to review in one dashboard. Funded accounts can request payouts daily with launch plans starting at $49. Get funded with Blue Sky. Execute with Traders Post. Apply today at bluesky.pro, BLUSKY.pro, and plug in your edge. Trading involves risk. Use proper risk management.
Oof. I know how they act wrong. I don't
Okay.
know. I can't tell you what their thought process is, but I can tell you that new traders, myself included, as soon as I'd started, I'd done this, moving a stop loss. Oh, it's going to come back up. Oh, it's going to come back up,
Let me move
or
it
it's
back
going to
down
continue
or
down.
back up. Yeah.
Whatever. It's
Yeah,
going to go in my direction eventually.
Mhm.
No, it's not. Because by the time you're thinking that it's going to go back into your direction and you're wrong, and you were initially wrong, a new trend is being established
Right.
most of the time. So moving your stop losses around, that's just poor behavior. Unless you're moving it up into profit, not break even, but in profit.
Mhm.
There's no point in moving a stop loss. Not having risk management is another issue.
For sure. Just get into a trade and hold it and hope for the best.
Yep. You
Yeah.
can buy, a cheap discounted prop firm account, $20, $30, and that $20 or $30 doesn't. Oh, okay, it's only $30. I'm going to full port this, and I'm going to make $1 million. You're not. It's not going to happen.
Sure.
But as soon as that account's blown, oh, I'm going to buy another one, and then you're going to blow that, and you're going to buy another one, rather than focusing on improving your trading, improving your risk management, and improving your mental state.
Mhm.
And that's a lot of it right there. It's, oh, am I going to act like a degenerate gambler, or am I going to treat this like a business?
Mhm.
I'd rather treat it like a business and make a little bit of money consistently than be a gambler and maybe take a payout. It's probably not going to happen if you do that.
Right. I think the maybes are a tough one, but to your point, building it like a business means that you're keeping track of your expenses. You've got an approach for how you should operate each day, and you've got some rules you want to stick with. And I think what you're saying is true, that being a good risk manager essentially is just like being a good business operator. If you treat it like a business, it means that you need to operate your business the same way every day in order to make a profit.
Yes. And if you find something that works for you, why are you going to change your rules?
For sure.
It's self-control is a skill that you have to learn, especially if you're trading prop.
Right.
It's because it is a game. Those
Yeah.
prop firms throw everything humanly possible at you to tempt you into doing something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a one-day pay. You can get daily payouts now on some of them.
Right.
That sounds really, really good. I can get paid out every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
not
just
good
another
for
way
your
to
account.
reduce your drawdown. For you like to keep that
Exactly.
buffer, right?
Yes. If you're taking a payout every single day, that means you're taking away from your drawdown every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have to take another test. I'd much rather just
Keep
wait
going
the 2
out.
weeks, wait
Right.
the 30 days, take a payout at the end of the month from that account, leave enough in drawdown to where you can continue to trade that funded account until it either goes live or you take a bigger payout on it and blow the account.
Right.
Which is another strategy that people tend to sleep on.
What do you mean?
Because tax advantaged accounts are personal accounts when it comes to futures because of the way that you're taxed on it.
Right. 60-40
When you are trading, what's that?
The 60-40 structure.
Yeah. So when you're trading a prop firm, you are being taxed as a
1099
contractor, 1099.
Right.
Do you want to go live with a prop firm and get taxed as a 1099 on a live account where you still have to follow their rules and can lose that account at any point? Or do you just want to take consistent profits from it, put them into a personal account, copy trade that the same way you would a prop account with your own rules and your own setups? Or would you rather go live with a prop firm?
Right.
I don't see a point in going live with a prop firm. There is no benefit to it.
So you've been called to live by several firms at this point, right?
Two of them.
Two of them.
And one of them, was going to ban me.
Okay.
So I'm not going to talk about that much. Yeah. One of them was going to ban me. I got payout denials from them on, I think it was 5 different accounts at one point because I had
Okay.
requested, I believe it was $25,000 per account in one lump sum for each account, all
Yeah.
at the same time. So I got a denial for that. Had to reach out to their help desk, which was actually helpful. It surprised me. Ended up not getting paid out from those ones for that period. Took a payout from them 2 weeks later, and then ended up taking full payouts from them after a 30-day point. So there's a whole lot of stuff that you have to pay attention to with the prop firms because they're in the business of making money. They
Right.
don't want to pay you.
Right. So what did you do in those events where you've been called to live? Do you just have to stop working with that firm at that point?
No, some of them you can actually deny going to live, or you can very simply take the largest payout you possibly can, trade that account, blow it, and get another prop account.
Got it.
It's
And start the
real
cycle
simple.
over. Yeah.
Yep. If you want to copy my trades, feel free. I'm consistently profitable. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea for you if you're a prop firm, but only on my funded accounts.
Right. Your
So-
evals, do you trade differently in your evals compared to your
Yes.
funded accounts?
I don't care if I blow an eval.
Got it.
I'm not going to spend 3 months in an eval trying to make that work for me.
Right.
Generally speaking, I'll pass an eval in a couple of weeks, or I'll end up blowing it and buying a new one.
So I think that's the key here for you. Once you get to a funded account, you're comfortable making very small profits. But
Yes.
the eval stage, let's talk about that for a second. What does your trading style look there? Is it really just sizing up but the same approach? Or
Yeah, it is. Same approach, sizing up.
Got it.
And if I'm taking bigger losses and I blow an eval, great. I blew 6 of them on Friday.
Yeah. But it's like,
Okay.
whatever. Yeah. Cost of doing business,
I
basically.
just don't. Exactly.
Yeah.
If you want to make money, you have to spend money.
Yep.
I know I'm going to spend money on these evals. So, like I said, at the end of the quarter, when you look at your balance sheet, if you're green, you're green. That's it.
What I'm guessing at this point, then you're probably maxed out on direct to funded accounts.
No, there are
No.
a couple of prop firms that have direct to funded accounts that I would love to be able to trade,
Okay.
but I'm horrible at them.
What do you mean?
So
Is it the
okay. You're
consistency
probably
score?
going to laugh at me. What's
Okay.
that?
Is it the consistency scores?
It is.
Okay.
Because I try and keep my losses so low. My stop losses are tight. I mean, you saw that this morning. I got a real tight stop loss, but I let my winners keep going, and I add to them.
Right.
And I move my stop loss into a profitable area, and I'll keep adding to a winning trade over and over and over again.
You're
as
letting
long
it
as
go beyond the like max daily profit. Then.
Exactly.
Okay.
I hit
Got it.
one point where on one of those instant funded accounts with a consistency rule, in one day I had made something ridiculous. It was like $18,000 in.
Now you're screwed. You're gonna have to make like 150 grand or whatever, right?
Exactly. And then I looked at it, and on their sheet it says, "Oh, this is the number that you have to reach before you can take a payout."
Yep.
And it was like $128,000.
Right.
And I looked at it and went, well, I need to make $128,000 now to get a $2,000 payout?
Right. Exactly.
No, absolutely not. That being said, if I was smart, actually, if I was using Trader's Post correctly at the time,
Okay.
and could set that max profit to where it closed out of trades for me, it wouldn't have been an issue.
Got it.
So you explained that to me on a call one day. Oh yeah, you can set it up so it gets out of your trades at a certain point, and I went, oh, gee, thanks.
Thanks for letting me know.
A
To be
little too
clear, though,
late.
that's actually a Tradeovate feature. You can set your max daily profit in Tradeovate. We don't have that
Yep.
feature on Traders Post yet, but it is something we do want to support.
Well, get on it.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Right.
So to be clear on the math, and I figured this one out a while ago as well, because I'm a big fan of the direct to funded accounts. If I've got $9,000 in profit that I need to reach, and they say I need a 20% consistency score, that means the max profit I can make in a single day is $1,800.
Yeah,
So
well,
if I go into
if you-
Tradeovate and I set the daily profit trigger of $1,800, it's just going to close out whatever trade I'm in for that day, and I'm set for the rest of the session. And then every trade after that simply can't go over $1,800, period.
Yes.
Yeah.
So generally, I'll just buy like a 50K account, and anything with a because you're talking about a 150K account with a $9,000
That's right.
profit target. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll do a 50K account, and I did the same math as you, and came up
Right.
with $600 for a
600
50K
bucks.
account. That's
Yep.
your profit target, and great.
Works.
Yeah, it works if you can do that. I'm
Yeah.
just horrible at going, I can only make $600 today.
It's the weirdest thing ever to be
It
punished for
really-
making profit, for sure.
Yeah. And that's why, like, you have to look at big picture. Like I said,
Right.
these prop firm companies are in the business of making money. They do not want to pay you. And I get it. It's a game. To spot the lies, though. They don't want you to be a profitable trader. They want you to full port and blow accounts. All of them do. Prove me wrong if you think otherwise. They want to make their money. That's it. They're not generally copy trading other people's trades. Not that I know of, anyway. I'm not a CEO at a prop firm yet.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
No, absolutely not. I could never do that. But like top one futures,
Okay.
it's got a consistency rule.
Yeah.
Great prop firm. I'm garbage at trading them. I've blown every top one futures account that I've had, or I've gotten to the point where I need to make $128,000.
Right.
Was
right.
one of them. So,
Yeah.
That being said, everyone else I know that trades top one is doing great.
Getting payouts. Yeah.
Getting payouts within 2 hours on a consistent basis. My coach does that constantly.
That's crazy.
Every time I pull up the Discord to send him a message, I'm like, oh, look at you, another 3 payouts.
Well, you
Sure.
play it differently, and I like that you keep it close to the chest. I think your approach makes a ton of sense and is rational, because it seems a lot easier to hit a small profit target each day and consistently show up and just target really, really good opening trades, rather than trying to swing for huge home runs and pick up a ton of profit in a single day. I think that's for your live accounts, though, is your approach here. And obviously,
Yes.
You've done much better in your live accounts than you have with prop firms.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
let's unpack that for a moment. So on the live accounts, is it more swing trading in futures, or you said you're copy trading many of the live accounts as well?
My personal accounts, yes.
But do you hold micros, or do you hold and swing on the futures contracts as well?
So you can hold contracts that are not the current contract.
That's right. You can hold
In futures.
like second month or future contracts.
You can,
right?
I mean, you can go out a year
far
if
as you
you
like.
want to.
Sure.
So why wouldn't you do that? The market's always going up.
It depends. If we're in contango or backwardation, do you
Yeah.
study any of the curve of the futures contracts?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But you set a limit buy on a
Mhm.
contract. If it hits that limit buy, great. You have to have the capital to cover margin calls,
Correct.
but you can set a limit buy on a contract 3 months out, 6 months out, a
Mhm.
year out,
Right.
and if it hits your entry,
Entry.
great.
Yeah.
Your analysis has to be good, and the market has to continue going in your favor.
Right.
But it's not the hardest thing in the world to do with personal capital.
Sure.
And do it with a micro. Don't do it with a mini.
Right. That's how I was.
So that way you have a lot more wiggle room.
$2 a point. It's a fantastic position.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that goes along with you can be a bear, you can be a bull, but don't be a pig.
That's right.
Are you going to be happy with making, say you have $10,000? Are you going to be happy making 10% return on investment on that $10,000? I would.
10's great.
10% is amazing.
Right.
What does the S&P 500 on average go up every year?
Long term, it's like 7%.
It's pretty close to 10
Yep.
on average. So if you just average it out, 7% a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad return on investment. No. So for personal accounts, if you're doing current contract on, say, ES Micro or Micro NQ, you could set a limit buy.
Yep.
Buy it at the price that you want it. The same way I do with options contracts. If I want to stock at a certain price, I don't sit there and watch it and wait for it to go down. I sell a put. If it gets down to that price, I own the stock at the price that I wanted it, and I collected a premium. If it doesn't get to that price, then I missed out. There's always going to be another trade, whether it's later today, tomorrow, next week, or next month.
Yep.
Stop being in a rush to make money. Make better choices. Act like an adult, and you're going to make some money.
Act like an adult. I love it. It's there's a responsible aspect to this that I think we can all benefit from, and that responsibility is the part you're really referring to. If you're going to show up and do this, you may as well engage in the trade that's going to do the best for you, right? And keep those risk controls in place.
Well, and don't be afraid to lose a little bit. Just control how much you lose.
Right.
We both lost this morning.
Yeah. But we both controlled how much we lost.
Exactly.
Right.
Are you upset that you had a red day?
I dialed in my risk perfectly today. It's exactly how much I expected to lose for a day.
Yep. I lost not even my max daily loss today, and then was done.
Yeah.
Took one trade, took a loss. I'm done. I'm not mad about it. You're gonna have red days. You just have to accept it.
Right.
And that's something else for people who just start trading futures or prop firms. Get a coach.
Yep.
Somebody that you can talk to that's been doing this for a while, that can just help you understand the fact that you're going to lose.
Yeah.
You're going to lose a lot. And as traders, we all seem to have that same personality. We always want to be right. Whether it's our analysis, an individual trade, whatever. We always want to be right about it. So when a trade goes against you, it's a kick in the teeth.
It can be. Yeah.
It can be. To your ego.
Sure.
You need to work on it.
I feel like I've tried to at least push myself to focus more on being consistent in my behavior. Like, it's a win. Today's a perfect example. It's a win if I correctly managed my risk. It's not, I'm not taking an ego hit because I wasn't right about my positions today. I would take an ego hit if I had lost a couple $1,000s in the account and got close to losing all my drawdown for the day and over traded and gambled my way into a bigger loss. But
you've also been trading for a while.
I have.
And you understand that. People just getting into the prop firm space don't get that.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I agree. I certainly didn't when I got started. It took me a while to analyze myself in that way, which I've always said. I don't think there's anything I've ever done in my life where I've learned as much as I've learned about myself in trading. It's one of the most introspective things you can do.
Yeah.
What have you discovered about yourself?
My patience level was down on the floor somewhere. Zero patience.
Got it.
That was something I really needed to work on.
What helped you?
My coach.
Yeah.
Just learning to shut up and listen to somebody who was better at it than me.
Yeah.
Learning that, I'm going to have to sit and wait. And I have, in my opinion, I've improved greatly with the patience, sitting and just waiting for that first 15 minutes for me was the hardest thing in the world. For the first number of months that I was trading, trying to sit for and wait for the opening range.
Hmm.
But I started writing it down on my notepad because I keep
Yeah.
a notepad with me all the
Right.
time still while I'm trading. I wrote it down. Wait for the 15 minutes. What is your daily routine? Well, I'm going to wake up, take a shower, make my coffee, make breakfast, blah, 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 blah. Opening up the chart isn't the first thing that I do anymore.
Okay.
And for a while it was. I open
Yeah.
up the computer and be like, well, okay, what's going on? Before, I mean, sounds gross. Before you brush your teeth, make your coffee, or eat breakfast, or take a shower, you're opening your computer, looking at a chart. You have a problem and an addictive personality. Take a step back, relax, eat some breakfast at a bare minimum.
Sure.
Brush your teeth, for crying out loud. Ew. Um, ooh. But open up that chart after you get settled into your day. If you need to wake up a little earlier to do that, then do that.
Hmm.
So the patience. Learn when your trades. Use a trade tracker like TradeZilla. Learn when your trades are, and it takes months to do, to gather information. It takes months, sometimes years.
Yeah.
But look at the information that you have available to you based on the trades that you're taking. Figure out when your best trades are. For me, that first 15 minutes, I'm a hot mess. I can't pick a direction.
So
No,
don't get
nothing.
involved until the 15. Yeah.
Absolutely not, because
Right.
when I do, historically speaking, I lose money.
Right.
So I
So
just
avoid
don't do
that.
that
Yeah.
anymore. I
Right.
wait for the opening range. If you were to talk to me 6 months ago, nope. That first
Different
minute,
story. Yeah.
yeah, totally different
Wait, you were
story.
getting
I'm
involved
the
in the first minute?
first 5.
First 5. Yeah.
And if I trade anything pre-market, because I sometimes am up at 3 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
I'll look at a trade. If I see something good, I'll go into it with
Mhm.
small size.
Mhm.
But again, learning to close those positions out 15 minutes before New York instead of holding on to them,
Yep.
because you get wicked out 50% of the time.
I would assume you get wicked out even from pre-market economic reports as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes, right?
Yep. So, I mean, close them out prior to New York.
Mm-hmm.
Take your little loss or your little win, and then wait for 30 minutes
Right.
to take your next trade.
Yeah. Definitely the first couple of candles are huge candles more often than not. It's a tough one to trade. I at least wait for ATR to come down just a little bit before I start getting involved, but I'm improving. I think the first 5 minutes is definitely a filter, but I'm ready to go within the first like 3 or 4 if ATR is low enough.
Well, you have a different trading style,
Yeah.
and you're good at trading that first 5 minutes. I try
Sometimes.
trading that.
I
It's
haven't
hot
taken as
garbage.
many payouts as you have, so
Yeah, it's hot garbage for me. If I trade that first 5 minutes, I'm not doing well for the day.
Yeah, gotcha. So what's your next big goal as a trader?
More personal capital.
Okay. All of the prop firm funds basically flow into your personal accounts.
Yes.
Then. Is that correct?
Yep. I have 5 personal accounts that I trade.
Mm-hmm.
One's for stocks, one's for options.
Mm-hmm.
I can transfer stocks and options from between 2 of these accounts. I have one account that I keep just for futures.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a Robinhood account. You can trade anything on that. And
For YOLOing?
A lot of people, what's that?
For YOLOing?
No.
No.
I don't do that with real money. That's painful.
Yep.
A lot of people hate the Robinhood accounts, but look at the cost of trades on them, and you'll
Sure.
see why I grab. It's heavily discounted, so your
Yeah.
commissions and fees are a lot lower. So I have an account there. I don't use it as much as the other ones, but it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just taking all of anything that I make and putting it into personal capital, and
Yep.
just keeping it tight and small, trying to be happy with a small percentage win every day.
Mm-hmm.
and building up the accounts to where I can look for 0.5% on a trade and
Right.
just keep doing that over and over and over again. I'd like to be a better trader.
Sure.
I'm hoping it happens eventually. Right now, I'm all right.
But you still have the process of reviewing your trades, looking inward, finding
Yes.
ways to improve. And then how often do you still check in with your coach?
Once a week.
Once a week.
I haven't recently as much because life has been a little bit weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been moving every week, so
Right.
the traveling around Central America and trading has been interesting.
So for those that don't know, you've taken some of the success you've had this year and have decided to travel the way that you've been traveling. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I've spent the past couple of months in a different Airbnb every single week,
Yeah.
looking to buy a place in Costa Rica. Ended up in Puerto Viejo and the Osa Peninsula. Right now, I'm in the Nicoya Peninsula, looking at the Pacific out the front window.
Amazing.
Checking out cloud forests and rainforests. Right now, I'm in the tropical dry forest, which is a misnomer. It is so wet here. It's the rainy season,
Right.
so that's 16 inches of rain per month. I'd had to buy a truck because rental cars, forget about it. It's not going to work. The roads in Costa Rica. What's that?
There's no Turo down there.
I mean, there
Other
is
people's cars. Oh, there is.
Yeah, but most of them are not 4-wheel drive. And unless you're in a place like Tamarindo, the roads here are not acceptable by American standards.
Gotcha.
So it's just getting used to it. Getting up to the house I'm at now, 7 inches of mud on a 2-track with half of a tree falling over it. It's just okay. You just get used to it. So ended up renting a car for the first couple of weeks. Said, forget this. It's going to be more expensive than just buying. So I bought a new truck, the 4-wheel drive pickup, and been driving that around.
And what was that like? I mean, I assume one, you got a great deal on the truck, but two,
no, it's paid about 40% higher than what you would in the U.S. because of import taxes.
Got it.
So,
okay.
No, did not get a good deal.
Oh, you didn't buy something there. You imported something.
No, I bought it here.
Oh, okay.
You still
have to pay the import tax, of course.
Yeah, you still have to pay import taxes. So if you want to buy a car in Costa Rica, it's a weird experience. Filling out the paperwork, address.
Don't have one.
Technically, I don't have one.
Yeah.
I'm basically homeless at this point. I'm like, you want me to put the address on my American license? And the woman goes, just make up an address.
123 Main Street.
Exactly. She's like, where are you staying right now? What hotel? I'm like, I'm in an Airbnb down the street. She goes, put that address. What they fail to tell you when you come into the country is there are no addresses. People don't get mail here.
They just kind of have streets. There's like,
and some of the streets aren't
here.
Yeah. I live off of this, turn right at the church or barn or whatever, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's no mail service. There's no numbers on any of the houses. So when you're filling out government paperwork to register a vehicle, that's fun. You're just I'm making up an address on this going, I'm going to jail. And like, I'm going to go to jail for this. I know I am, but that's just how it's done.
Wow. Yeah.
So they email you a registration.
I mean, that's fairly sophisticated of them. I love it.
Well, no, it has to be. It has to be done electronically because they're not going to mail you one.
Right. I mean, in comparison to my local DMV here, I don't think I've ever gotten an email from them. So that's impressive.
Yeah. So yeah, it was an interesting experience, and looking into buying a home here. is another one where you got to find out whether your property's titled,
Mm.
which, okay, because apparently if you buy beachfront property within 100 meters of the beach,
Mm-hmm.
the government can just take your property after 20 years unless they re-up your status for the home and property,
Hmm.
unless it's titled. But they don't title beachfront property, which is why I'm looking for something up on a hill with a good
Okay.
beach view.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm sitting on a hill looking at the Nicoya Peninsula with a waterfall about 200 meters below me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm okay with this. It's a good view. It's a nice house.
This will
The
work.
wildlife is insane.
Yeah. And so the plan is to obviously live down there in Costa Rica, but continue to travel. What are the future plans there? For
Continue traveling. I can I make all my money trading.
Yeah.
I can do that from just about anywhere. Why wouldn't I travel?
You have the benefit of using the how are you doing your internet connection? Remind me.
Through the Airbnb today.
Yeah.
I have a portable Starlink that I use,
Right.
which is okay for trading on days when you're not in a jungle with a lot of canopy.
Yeah.
You got to run it up a pole and try and get it above
Above the tree line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, wow. But for any type of streaming,
Mm-hmm.
it's hot garbage.
No.
It is not
and
good.
You've never run into issues with like streaming the pricing, because pricing is of course a stream in of itself, but you've never seen any issues.
I haven't had a problem with TradingView, Tradeovate, or Bookmap.
Got it.
Using the Starlink.
Wow.
The only issues that I've had with the Starlink is any type of video streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to get on a live stream with Randy and Dave a couple of weeks ago, it was choppy. The first podcast that I was interviewed on, it was like frozen the whole time. And that's just embarrassing.
Yeah.
So,
well, you got a great connection today. I know we had a good time trading this morning, and this session has gone very well. So
yeah, it's
some places
fiber optics here.
Don't. Yeah. Well, I think all this is fantastic. Appreciate you sharing, obviously, how you're enjoying some of the success. I hope the traveling's been going well and the family's enjoying the trip. And I'm excited to hear how your real estate purchase goes down there in Costa Rica.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, especially with the paperwork. We'll see how that goes. But great. I appreciate you coming on. This has been fantastic. We've learned some obvious wisdom here. Anything else you want to leave us with? We'll obviously put your social media links here in the show notes so people can follow you on YouTube and Twitter. We'd love to have you back on the show sometimes very soon here. It's been great trading with you and learning from you as well. But anything else you want to leave us with?
Not really. Act like an adult, make better choices. Other than that, I mean,
yes,
no,
sir.
Not you, just in general.
No. I need it.
Saying that more for my. Yeah, I'm saying that more for myself.
Receive your kind of payouts. I need the adult advice.
Yeah, I say that for myself as much as anybody else, but
sure,
act like an adult and make better choices. Other than that, thank you. I really appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely.
And trading with you this morning. It's a blast.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Helps to keep me in line.
For sure. Well, thanks, Nick. We'll share this one and publish it real soon. For everybody listening, if you want to reach out, just find Nick's links here in the show notes and join us for another Price Action Live. I'm sure we'll have you on again real soon.
Thanks. See you later.